このアニメ今日で最終回だ。
Number 10, XL Saga.
What kind of evil comic was he working on anyway?
This anime was almost shown in its entirety in Japan, except for the final episode, aptly titled Going Too Far. Still unaired in its home country, it was considered too long, too violent, too obscene, and just generally too much. While the rest of the show was never banned, this episode can only be seen on DVD releases of the show. Clearly this was on purpose, and we guess you'd have to give the creators points for sticking to the title.
Excel, this world is corrupt.
Number 9, Hetalia Axis Powers.
And that is its ultimate final form.
Every country that had a hand in World War II gets a chance to be poked fun at in this anime series. So, what country decided to be offended enough to ban it? South Korea for offensive stereotypes.
Hey you! Stop your chatting! We are all trying to get through the line here. Are you listening? I'm talking to you.
It was so serious that it was considered a national crime by the country, and there were even protests outside of the Korean TV station airing the show. Everyone else seems to be okay with the series, but due to this backlash, the character was removed. Number 8, Puni Puni Poemi. The team behind XL Saga strikes again in a spin-off series that was banned in New Zealand for pretty similar reasons. It's lewd, it's crude, and it's far too violent for kids. In similar fashion to the original, it's intended to parody other anime, going overboard with various themes. Seeing as Puni Puni Poemi is mocking the magical girl genre, such as Sailor Moon and the like, there are plenty of opportunities to be as over the top as possible.
Oh, not again! Transform into Beauty Beauty Poing!
Number 7, Osamu Son. This series follows the Matsuno sextuplets who, at any given opportunity, prove to be the most depraved of brothers. While most of the series gets away with this, despite its adult sense of humor, there is one episode that was banned in Japan. This situation is a little different from the others, as rather than it being too vulgar or violent, it seems there were some parody and fair use issues. The laws of parody and fair use in Japan are quite different and hard to negotiate, causing the first episode to be put back on the shelf.
このアニメ今日で最終回だ。
Number 6, Tokyo Ghoul.
ひなみ、逃げて。
It may be one of the darkest anime in recent years, which is exactly why it was banned in China. Excessive violence will get an anime put on a banned list rather quickly in the country, and just watching the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul is enough to see why. If a human struggling with his new life as a ghoul, surviving entirely on flesh and blood, is interesting to you though, give this one a look. Just not in China. Number 5, Attack on Titan. As if Tokyo Ghoul was bloody and disgusting enough, here's another Beyond the Pale series for ya. It's absolutely disturbing and amazing depending on opinions. So, who banned it this time? Well, China again, for the same reason too, excessive violence. While this anime has been praised in several other countries, it's been considered too much for others. The violence may seem extreme, but without it, the story perhaps, well, wouldn't work. It's too bad China had to miss out.
That's enough. You should really do something about your nervous disposition, Captain Foreman.
Number 4, Kinnikuman.
Papa! 僕トレーニングしてんの。勝って買うとの大しべる偉い。
Going back to fun and silly, Kinnikuman was an anime from the 80s that was based around a superhero wrestler who perhaps wasn't the best at being a hero. He was clumsy, he was goofy, but none of this sounds like a reason for an anime to be banned in France, right? Well, we have the character Brocken Jr. to thank for that, who is the son of a Nazi and sports a rather prominent swastika. France obviously has strict rules regarding these things, so due to depicting a supposed good Nazi, Kinnikuman got the notorious ban hammer. Number 3, High School DD.
逃げるの？
In High School DD, we follow Issei Hyodo, a bit of a pivot who meets his end after his first date. An actual devil in disguise murders him. Despite this, Issei is saved by Rias Gremory and thrust into a world of dueling devils. So what's wrong with this anime about a battle between angels, fallen angels, and devils on a high school campus? A whole lot of nudity. New Zealand disagreed with the overly sexual themes of this show and banned it, so no High School DD for you. Sorry, lads. Number 2, Death Note.
Farewell, Ray Penber.
Have you ever been so disgusted and angry with the world that you wanted to take matters into your own hands to fix it? Well, like Yagami did. And when he was given the chance to fix things when a notebook fell at his feet, he took it. By writing a person's name in this notebook, he found that they would die, and he also found he was alright with that. With this dark premise, there was a country that was not alright with this. China. China banned Death Note, declaring the anime was corrupting children.
Good luck trying to find a Shinigami who'd volunteer to do that.
Number 1, Pokemon. You may not have expected this one to be at the top of our list, but yet here we are. Pokemon, the most innocent of all anime in the world, is our number 1. So who, you might think, would ban this adorable anime about pocket monsters that battle each other and only run around saying their own names? Saudi Arabia.
What kind of place is this?
The religious authorities of the country decided that the series had elements of gambling and Jewish sentiments. From there, it spiraled out of control, and now Pokemon equals Zionist conspiracy, so it's banned in Saudi Arabia. Does your head hurt? Well, so does ours.
Don't worry. I'll just tell all the other Pokemon that you're on a trip, and you'll come back someday, maybe.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.